I spent 6 months in jail. It was about 6 months.
That's a long time.
It was time served. It was 165 days. So time served by the time I got sentenced, I believe. But I know it was 165 days because I'll never forget that. And so, yeah, immigration picks me up afterwards and I get placed on deportation proceedings. And so the issue for me was I was placed back with the same parents who really I was there because of what happened. So I couldn't, when you're in that type of toxic relationship, it's not like I could go up to them and say, why did you allow this to happen or anything like that. I just had to keep my head down during that time. And that's when I started turning into, I was Muslim on Fridays because that's the Islamic day. Like you go, it's like equivalent to Sunday for us as believers.
Okay.
I was Muslim on Fridays and you would find me at the club on Saturdays and Saturday night. And even Friday night, you would find me at the club. I was trying to just numb my pain somehow, some way. And none of that was working. I mean, and I'm glad the Lord let me wrestle with that because I remember waking up in the morning and I just hated the way I felt. And then I would go to the mosque. I would try to repent for my sins from the night before or the day. It's like pre-repent because Islam is like the way it works, it's like a balance in a bank account. Mm-hmm. And so I would repent and nothing. It's like I just still didn't feel good.
Yeah.
So years passed. A couple years later, I get called by immigration, and they're like, "Okay, you're gonna start going to court, and we're gonna figure out what to do with you now." And during that time, I had a really good attorney, an immigration attorney, and the immigration attorney said, listen, the only chance you have of staying in the United States is if you tell the truth about what happened. And that's, even with that, you have a 5% chance. It's not even
Yeah.
And so I went to my parents because when I pled guilty, it was in exchange for them to never be prosecuted. Like I wanted to make sure they were protected. So I went to them and I was like, hey, listen, I got to tell the truth because it's been so long since I was in Morocco, I wouldn't even know what to do. They were like, no, you're not going to make us look bad. You can just leave the country or go do whatever you need to do with your life, but you're not going to make us look bad. That's not good. That's just not a good thing. And that's the straw that broke the camel's back for me. It's like there's so much that we can put up with as people. But I think deep down, we all want to feel like we matter. We all want to feel like we are loved, especially by our parents, know. And so in my mind, I mean, the enemy had a field day with me. If your parents don't love you, then you sure as heck are not going to be loved by anyone else. And so that was a very, very difficult period of my life. And that's when I went down a spiral. I started struggling with so much anxiety, panic attacks because of that fear of the unknown and also depression, feeling like, obviously, my God didn't love me because it was Allah. Yeah. My parents don't love me. It's like, what am I even here for? What's the point of me living? And that's what turned into, when we entertain those thoughts so much, that's what turns into suicidal ideations. And for me, I had no hope. I had no faith. The word grace is not even, I don't even remember it in Islam. And so I didn't have any anchor to hold me and say, hey, listen, it's going to be okay. Somehow, some way it will.
Yeah.
And during that time, struggling with suicidal ideations, I remember one night I just cried out to whoever was willing to listen. I mean, I didn't go through the Islamic rituals because the Islamic rituals, before you pray, you have to wash your hands, wash your face, it was like this cleaning ritual before you go down and bow to Allah. That night, I think I was so tired and exhausted, I just started listing every sin I had ever committed. I don't want to cry. It was so hard because I was trying to figure out, like, am I so far gone that no one is ever going to look God does not care about me. God is never going to have mercy on me. And I cried out just for mercy, whoever was willing to hear me. And I spent a couple of just days in that. And one night I had, well, during that time also, I had this dream of the phone ringing. And in my dream, someone would say, Kenza, your father is calling you. The problem is, as a Muslim, you don't see God as father. And so I'm like, who's calling me? And so I would call my dad and say, why do I keep having these dreams that you're calling me? And he's like, I don't know. Literally, one night after another, I would go to sleep the next night. And it's like, I'm talking about the 80s ringtone, not like right now. It was like disturbing, like very loud. And someone would say, Kenza, your father's calling you. Kenza, your father. And so,
oh my gosh,
and
that's amazing.
If you enjoyed that clip and you want to watch another video like it, you can just click right over here. Or if you want to see my other channel, Directed Life, full-length interviews and really deep conversations, you can click over here.